Yeah, we're back to the that intro there, Darcy. Seemed more Shadowrun-esque. I thought you might appreciate that. Alright, we're gonna just get going as soon as I figure out all the buttons. There's gotta be some buttons somewhere. What the heck? Let's go. Hey Internet, my name is Todd. I hope everybody can hear and see and all of this. I'm excited to be back. We're gonna be playing some Shadowrun today. So welcome everybody around the table. My name's Todd. I'm going to be the GM. That's right, GM. For those who haven't played Shadowrun before, picture... Well, what would you call it? I'm just curious to see what the rest of the table thinks Shadowrun is.
Cyberpunk, but with magic and dragons.
Good description.
Yeah, basically that. Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
Cyberpunk meets Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
So that's basically what this is, and it is a heavy load system. If you follow all the rules, which I don't. So I'm just going to let everybody know that I'm going to do a fair amount of hand waviness just to keep things moving. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing today. And if Internet, you want to chat at us, I believe it will say hello in the chats if you want to drop in at any point, and you can also influence our game. But first, let's go around the horn and say...
Side quests
hey, there we go. It does work.
Said. WTF.
Why the face? All right, so let's go around and meet everybody. This music is way too... We got to get pumped up a little bit here, so let me just turn that on. Oh, by the way, all the music is
the
Creative
fantasy
Commons.
music ain't gonna work for you, man.
No. Well, it might. I mean, it is fantasy as well as cyberpunk.
Not that fantasy.
Tonight is for the trog rock and the uns and the dubstep. All right, so let's go around the table. I'm really excited. We've actually got two of our... I'm actually curious to see who's going to watch us. We've got our two regular viewers over here. We got Yowfin and Gemini joining us. So let's start over with Yowfin. How's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Nice. Welcome to the table. We've done some other video games before, but we've never done an RPG together.
Oh, yeah. We did the Elite, I think. A couple others, maybe.
Absolutely.
And, I'm curious to see how this goes.
Yeah, me too. And then
I'm a forever GM for Shadowrun, so it's like, yay, I get to play now.
You know my pain.
What bad ideas can I come up with this time?
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens tonight. It is, of course, a holiday game, not our usual night. We're on a Tuesday, so we're going to be playing a little... you'll see what I got on my sleeve. Anyway, so who are you going to be playing tonight?
I am playing a character name that goes by the name of something or other that I keep forgetting it.
I think it's Dino. Yeah.
Its original name is Denny D'Agostino. It's
Nice.
Fomori, which is a meta variant of a troll. They're usually the ones... when it comes to putting a troll in front of the camera, the Fomori is usually the first ones they do because we're less rough looking.
You're
We still
pretty
have
troll.
the tusks. More camera friendly, I think, would be the better term for it.
A little less creature of nightmare.
Yeah, a little more slender, but a little taller. He is a chamois.
Oh, right, I put the wrong thing down. I'm sorry. I put Street Sam, but he's a street...
I'm a street chamois.
Street shaman. So I'm just going to switch that real fast.
Gemini is the street Sam.
Right. So there we go. I just had to update that.
He's essentially been told by the other... He belongs to what's called the Neo-Tribals, and they kind of populate around Redmond and whatnot. And he's pretty much been told, you need to go find your own way before you become, part of the Elder Shaman's assistants. Like, you need to find your own way, and when you get that figured out, then you can come back.
Walk in the world a little while.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, we'll get to know Dino a little bit more as we dive in today. Let's go around to Gemini. Are you there, Gemini?
Yep.
Nice. Well, I've already commissioned Darcy. You can see his head down. He's busy doing some art for you, I think. Thanks, Darcy. So you're getting some...
To be fair, I didn't give him much of a description, so whatever he comes up with is A-okay with me.
It's literally going to be a scratched-in smiley face. So tell us a little bit about who you're bringing to the table today there, Gemini. And welcome to the stream, by the way.
Thank you. I'm bringing in Charles Hathorne. People just know him as Sharps, after the Sharps rifle.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a little bit old school. Well, I won't get too much into his background. He's mainly just been a sinless merc ever since his adulthood, so he bounces from place to place.
Now, just to let people know who might not be too familiar with the game, sinless, I'm sure you have lots of sins, but what you mean by sinless is, of course, a non-identity person caught between all the
Sin
megacorps
means-
and... Well,
Sin
same thing in life.
is SIN.
Yeah.
Social
Yes.
Identification Number. If you don't have a SIN, you can't legally vote, can't legally own property.
You basically
can't
don't
legally do a
exist,
whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a second-class citizen.
at best.
At best.
Absolutely. So you are a sinless merc with a skill for shooty, stabby, killy.
Yep, I put holes in people.
Nice. You should wear that as a t-shirt. I kind of want that as a t-shirt. I put holes in people. Nice.
I'll walk into the post office with it.
Although, keep in mind, he only has charisma of 1, so he's not going to be doing any negotiating.
Well, let's hope that Darcy's ready for when it's his turn to do the talky talk. You do the shooty shoot. All right, let's keep going around the horn. Bela, welcome back to the table.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. Now, I actually have no idea what your character's name is.
Yeah. So I'm playing Bliss.
Nice.
I don't know if you can see in the roll 20 her spelling.
Oh, I didn't see that. How do you spell it?
BL155.
Nice.
Very good.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Very cool. Let me just
Yeah.
fix that then. We got it. BL. It almost looks like Buzz, actually, as well.
It could possibly be. Who knows?
Hey,
So,
there we go.
yeah. Bliss is a human Techromancer.
Nope. I think. Yep.
Who is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I heard Techromancer, and I was like, ooh, that's a new class.
Technomancer.
She sweet talks computers.
Yeah.
Baby.
Come on, darling. Do as I ask.
Come on, baby.
Nice. That might be canon now.
Way. But yeah, she's I think we made her, if I remember correctly, when we were creating her, we made her a Jibway, which is kind of funny.
Ah, that's cool.
Because you wanted, I was gonna possibly speak some Anishinaabe, but not
That is
tonight.
always welcome at my table. Anytime you feel comfortable.
Not tonight, because like me, she is very new to this game. So she's going to be a little stumbly, because I think me as a player is going to be very stumbly. So yeah, but
It's all
she's
good. We got to have the newbie runner. Although maybe you were big in where you were from, and now you're in Seattle, and it's all like,
no, not at all. She's if you remember, I don't know if you remember, but
don't,
she is
clearly.
on debt. She's on debt from, I believe it was an uncle.
that's
One
right.
Is a gambler, and so they took her as debt payment, and she's been doing that for a couple of years now.
All right. And so she's
Can we get that faction name? 'Cause
I think it was the
I know that
electric
I forgot it.
electric something. It was like the Electric Knights or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
it was, I think, essentially
Yeah.
a gang that probably has mostly Matrix, but has some physical presence. Maybe not even gang, but an organization. And just very cool. And last time you may have seen Bella's character Violent, and you'll see that in the scroll. I still have the old character scrolls going past in the corner as a MIA wanted poster up in the corner. So if you see those, don't get too confused. They're not who we're currently playing. All right, very cool. Thank you, Bella. And let's keep going around the horn, and we are going to go over to Gordon. Hey, how's it going, Gordon?
Hey, good.
Yours is another character. I have no idea what their name is.
So, his name is Kiamaru, or Kayamar. And not too long ago, he just stepped through a gate and landed in this strange land.
Nice.
And started to figure out his way around, and he does have a fake sin, and he's in debt, but he's made his way through this world of advanced technology and magic, which is very different from what he's used to.
And he is a physical adept, so he's good at hitty, all kinds of the non-techno stuff. In fact, that reminds me, if that's the case, let's add something to your character, if you don't mind, sir. We're going to give you gremlins. A hefty dose of gremlins, no less. That means technology just doesn't behave itself in your hands, sir. Does that make sense?
Oh, man.
So,
okay.
The mechanic behind gremlins is essentially whenever you go to use anything, you still might succeed. You're going to be rolling logic. Plus the skill. For those who are new to Shadowrun, you always roll an attribute plus a skill or dual attributes. Generally. Anyway, so whenever you do technical things, you can possibly mess up. In other words, every time you roll a 1, you're going to track it. So if you track all your 1s, if it's more than half of what you rolled, and the number of dice that you've rolled, it will come up as a glitch. Now, for people with gremlins, you need 1 less 1 than is required. So you're going to be glitching slightly more often. Unless you want to go for gremlins 2. What do you think, buddy?
What does Gremlins 1 give me? Is that
Gremlins 1 is it takes 1 less 1 to get a glitch. You can still succeed at things, but weird things happen. Then, of course, if you get no hits at all, and by the way, rolling over a 5 counts as a hit. So a 5 or 6 on a d6 counts as a hit. If you roll a 1, track it. If it's more than half of the dice pool that you rolled, then it will be considered a glitch.
Then it's a glitch. Got it.
If you get no successes.
One of my other negative qualities for that one, I guess?
Sure, let's switch it up. So I think I give you a handful of negative qualities just to give you some points. So we can take away some of those. Do you want Gremlins level 1, which means some weird stuff happens? Or do you want Gremlins level 2, which means machines do not get...
level 1's fine.
Oh, come on.
Level 1. Nah.
I mean, if you're replacing a negative quality, it's probably whichever one matches the karma, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so that works. So, very nice. All right, so I think that's almost all the way around, except, of course, Darcy. How's it going over there,
Hello.
Darcy?
It's going excellently. Hopefully, Gemini has received that file properly, and we will be seeing something shortly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You can see I'm wearing a blazer.
Nice. Dressed for success. I love it.
I will be playing. I'll be playing our face, I suppose. They are, and so I was thinking about this. Right, Bela has taken the very smart tactic of going, "Yeah, I'll just play the noob, and then I don't have to worry about being, so up on everything." I have taken the opposite tactic, and I'm playing an ex-Johnson. So
Nice.
I don't really know what I'm getting myself into.
Now, for those who don't know, in Shadowrun, a Johnson is the nickname given for the kind of person who makes connections, sets up jobs, often has a corporate leaning and lots of corporate connections, but they walk the world between the two.
If I could interject?
Absolutely.
I'd love.
Johnsons are actually the guys that give you the job. So Fixer arranges the meeting.
Ah, that's right.
So that whenever you're stopped by Lone Star, you go, "Who you're working for? Mr. Johnson."
Absolutely.
So it's essentially it stemmed from the terms with like prostitutes and Johns.
It's
when
a
they bust a prostitute, it's just how the vocabulary spawned from.
Of course,
Yeah,
there's
so
lots of slang here.
My understanding is that the Johnson was sort of a go-between between multiple corps, not necessarily tied to any one for the sake of deniability. But they're not actually the Fixer. The Fixer is who they know, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. they are now a fixer when they used to be a Johnson.
Okay.
They're also,
so you stepped from the corporal into the street,
I have
basically.
designed, when this character came about, when we first were talking about maybe you and I swapping off GMing roles from
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I was
Which
like,
made
I'm going
it
to play a character who's half the time goes on runs and half the time is a fixer. So they can like step into that NPC role if I'm ever GMing.
Nice.
Good idea.
And what's your handle, your alias, your street?
My handle is Mix, as in the gender neutral honorific.
How do you spell that?
MX period.
Nice. I love it. I'm just going to sort some stuff around here on the labels. Mix. Very cool. All right, so we're going to get you in there, Mix. In the... see what I did there? That was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm full of bad puns. Sorry, folks. Hey, there it is.
It's going to happen.
Thank you, Yowfin.
It's my fault.
No, I believe it is firmly in the realm of my fault. As the GM, I'm going to be in charge of everybody else and putting you guys through some scenarios. So, tonight, in honor of it being the winter holiday for many around the world, by the way, those who celebrate, Happy Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. And I think Eid's coming up soonish. I'm a little fuzzy on that one, but yep. I hope people on the interwebs and worldwide can sit back, relax, have a glass of something, whether it be water or your own favorite little, there you go, Yowfin. Do you mind if I call you Yow? No. And we're just gonna
Been called worse.
Dive into the shadows. Bit of a long haul. Let's dive in, shall we? Any questions before we get going?
I mean, I have some fiddly bits, but I don't think we care about that too much.
we'll figure it out when the wheels start coming off in game. How's that sound?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, that's when it gets fun.
Oh, exactly. All right. So we're gonna dive into the shadows in just one moment. Welcome to the shadows, chummer. It's a messy place down here. In between the cracks of society, corporate buildings, and massive extraterritorial settings on all sides, and in between, squished, are little guys. That's you, that's me, that's everybody. And then there is the scum of the earth, the people non-personis, the people without a life. They do not exist. Deniable assets, known as Shadowrunners. These are hired for various reasons, by various interests, to do various jobs that nobody in their right mind would possibly take. Or at least, maybe not if you're not quite desperate enough. Anyway, welcome to the Shadows, chummer. We're gonna dive in tonight. We're doing a special holiday edition of Shadowrun, 5th edition. Now, one last thing before we go. Internet, if you have suggestions or messages or spam ads or anything you want, just throw it at us. We are going to improvise it into the game in some way. You can always spend a plot point and actually affect the story, and we'll make it happen somehow. So, I'm your GM tonight, and let's dive in. Welcome to the Shadows, chummers. Okay, so you find yourselves you get a message from your fixer, and it's quite simple. It says, meet at Grant's at 9 p.m. It's a little past 9 p.m. because I suck. So let's dive in, and we're going to be using Roll20. So I'm going to drag all of y'all over. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to do this. We're going to figure it out as we go. So I'm going to drag you in Roll20 over to the meet spot. Welcome to Grant's. It's squished in between one of the more reputable areas of Redmond and downtown. It's
We have those?
it's a little bit on the outskirts of. It's actually, you can actually get to it without going through a border crossing, but if you want to go further into the sketchier bits, you got to keep going. So Grant's is a kind of a pretty typical run-of-the-mill dive type bar with enough sense to look the other way when runners come to do their business. So go ahead. I think you can see it, everybody. Is that true? Can everybody see you?
I can see it.
Yep.
Bright and clear.
Perfect. All right. All right. So go ahead and place yourselves where you might be at the grants as 9 o'clock comes rolling around.
Place myself. Well, I don't have a token.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a token either.
Oh, well, maybe we'll go back to the screen and get you guys to grab a damn token. So
I didn't realize I needed. I'm
I know,
sorry, I came on
it's
your
okay.
tag.
This is the first time we've done this. So I'll drag you back to the main screen, and I put on the left there some possible tokens. So if you just kind of show me which ones you want. Or I think you can just drag them into your character sheets. Maybe?
I don't think so.
You can't?
No.
Who's moving the ninja thing on the right?
That's me.
Gordon? All right, that's going to be
Why
Gordon.
not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can throw that in there. How do I do this? How do I make...
This? Oh, that one's already taken.
Hey, there we go.
Wait,
Somehow-
are these already taken or not taken?
Under taken on the right. But
Okay,
the
I
ones
wonder
on
if
the
this is
left.
old data or not.
Well, this
Alright,
is going to
great.
be kind of a generic
This
run
one
where
was
I'll be
still the
tying
taken
in
section.
various people.
Oh, I know
So-
it's a different person. I see.
We're off to a roaring
What's
start
story
today
song?
with story.
Excellent. All right. How do I put you in my sheet? I don't know if I can do that.
Somehow Gordon made it happen. I don't know how you did that, man. Tell us your
It
secrets.
seemed to be to me, but okay.
I just moved it around.
Just moved it over. All right. I don't even know. Yeah, it works. It seems to be working for him. So, I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at the character sheets and it does not appear to be
Who's
attached,
who's
but I don't know.
pinging that one?
Me. I'm
Oh,
trying.
Bliss. All right, I like it. Token
Try-
settings. That makes sense. Let's see if we can add you in here. Yeah, I think so. Use selected token. There you go. I think that's a button that I have to hit, but once I've hit it, you should have access. All right,
that
so
Does
who else
sound
wants
right.
what?
I'll take this one here.
Nice. All right, let me pull that up. There's Dino. Dino?
I'll take this one right here.
Nice. I can't see Dino. Dude, what is going on? What is going on?
Is anyone more interesting than that? Probably not. We're all just bland people because we want to not be seen or noticed.
I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Okay. So. Weird. It's not letting me into your character sheet there, Gemini. Or Yowfin.
Really?
Yeah, very strange. All right, that might be something we fix later. And there's Gemini. I have to select it. Hold on a sec. Gemini wants this one. Use selected token. Save. There we go. Gemini's is up. For some reason, I cannot open Dino. But I run this game.
I closed out the sheet. I
Yeah.
closed out the sheet.
Roll 20 glitches, am I right? Roll 20 glitches. Yeah, I don't know.
Refresh.
Unless it's open somewhere, maybe that's the problem. Oh, that's what I was doing wrong.
You had it already open.
I had it open, and it was all like almost invisible in the corner. Hold on, let me grab that one more time. Do. Exciting adventure thus far ensued. All right, so as you guys,
I'm curious to see what you're doing and if it's going to work because I'm not noticing. the connection,
I haven't done yours yet
All right.
though. MX.
Well, it's true, but I can see other people's character sheets, right?
Yeah. Which
if I
character? Which
if I
one do
drag
you want?
Bliss, for example. Oh, that works. Amazing.
Okay.
Just not the,
which
not the
one are
icon, I
you?
see.
Which one are you?
I'll be this one down here.
All right. And
Okay, cool. I understand now.
yeah, there we go. And I just have to edit, use selected token. Done. All right. There we go. I think, is that everybody? Everybody has their tokens? Did I do Gordon's?
Yep.
Yes, I did. Nice. All right. Meanwhile, so let's get back into Grant's Future Bar.
Fires again.
Let's see if this works. So you guys have received word from your fixers to meet at Grant's and it is approximately the time. We're going to start on my left, my immediate left. So let's go with Yowfin. How and when does Dino arrive? And what do you want to be doing when you do?
Usually fashionably late, probably about 9:05, because I really don't have any concept of time.
Let's call this fashionably late. This stream.
It's mostly me rolling in. I got a few credits, just flopping down, get a beer, and grab a seat at the bar.
Nice. All right. Keep going around the horn. Gemini with sharps.
Probably over by that table in the corner, so he has eyes on the exits.
Nice.
Would have arrived early. Is nursing a glass of water because he doesn't drink while he's on the job, or even off the job. Job offers, so forth.
Absolutely. All right, so you're settled in with your back against a wall, ideally, or at least facing the entrance like a good Shadowrunner. How about you there, Mix?
It's Mix.
Mix.
Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure how cohesive we're intended to appear. Like, it makes sense to not be associated with one another, but at the same time, we're all going to go see the fixer eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I guess people arriving separately, but we're still going to all end up together. So sure, I'll arrive individually. Try and locate the fixer as quickly as possible. And,
Sure thing. The message said, ask for Mitchell.
Right. Okay.
I always give it a few minutes. I want to see what happens before I ask anything.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah. I mean, do we know that each other is going? I had originally intended to be part of the same organization that Bliss is
All right, so
ventured to.
I will leave that up to you guys, whether you know each other or not.
Cool. I think I probably have, information about at least some of you. If you're associated with the faction, or if I know who's going on. But, whatever you think's appropriate.
So you see some familiar faces at the bar.
But if I'm told just to show up and ask for Mitch, and I don't know there's 4 other people showing up, I'm just gonna go do it. But if I know that hey, there's a team, wait for enough people to show up and then approach,
right,
so everyone can see what happens, then I'll be the guy who goes and everyone gets to see what happens, right?
There's a handful of regulars.
If I'm waiting, I go find a nice shady corner, because I stand out kind of badly, actually. I have taken the distinctive style trait, and it is not as flashy as you might expect. The character is actually pretty bland, but you can't take both of those traits at once. Mix is missing the right arm. It's amputated right above the elbow.
And never got a cyber implant.
Never got a cyber implant, no. Never got a replacement. So they're wearing this blazer, but the arm is tied off underneath the elbow. Or where
all right.
it would be.
Yeah, choosing not to get a cyber implant in that scenario would make you stand out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Pardon me as I choke on a candy. All right. So,
all my negative quality to tell a story.
Yeah, that's the best kind of negative quality. All right. And what about you, Bliss?
So Bliss is going to kind of come sit at the bar, I think about right here. Yeah, that's where she's gonna go.
Perfect. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say eventually the bartender comes over and she looks at you. She's kind of like an electric blonde, kind of with strange kind of taupe highlights. She looks at you and says, "What can I get you?" Her voice is pretty heavily synthed.
What can I get you? Yeah. Nothing.